folks, it's Pete from Ray Allen Manufacturing. I'm here at the HITS conference in Dallas 2016. I'm interviewing one of the instructors, a longtime friend and mentor of mine, Brad Smith. Brad, if you do me a favor, just kind of introduce yourself, give a little bit of your background.
My name is Brad Smith. I put 30 years into law enforcement at the city of West Covina. Retired here a few years ago. Many years ago, I started up a K9 company called K9 Tactical Operations and Consulting, where I do expert witness testimony, mainly on the civil side. But part of my company is also I run a K9 SWAT and a K9 patrol course called SKIDDS and CATS. I was a dog handler for 20 years, and worked a dog, 3 dogs during that time period.
Now, you're also the subject matter expert for K9 when it comes to canines interacting with SWAT, correct?
That, and also I've been NTOA's K9 chairman since 1999.
So you have a vast extension of training and experience when it comes to using dogs on SWAT missions.
Correct.
Okay. One of those things that you probably shouldn't do live, one of those things that you probably should practice for. Can you kind of tell me a little bit about the SKIDS school, what kind of, what's all that's all about?
SKIDS is a 3-day course. We have a half a day of classroom, and then 2.5 days of actual hands-on practical application. So bring your dog, bring your SWAT guys, bring some patrol guys if you can. That's more the CAT side, but we teach the exact same thing because we believe a patrol deployment should be exactly like a SWAT deployment. That way the dog's searching the same way every single time.
Okay. Also, I know that you have ventured out and also do a lot of writing. You've written a couple books that I've read. You brought one with you today. Explain that book to me.
I've written a couple books. One, Canine Tactical Operations. This is more of the what I call the sexy side of the canine world. This is the patrol stuff, the SWAT stuff, more on the tactical side. I've got a second book, which I ran out of here at the show. It's more on the liability side, Canines in the Courtroom. I actually partnered up with some of the guys here from HITS. I wrote about the first 10 or 12 chapters dealing with the liability side from a patrol or a SWAT aspect. We basically tell you how to go find people, and then the other book teaches you actually how to defend yourself and prepare for maybe that civil side. I wrote just the bite side, but the HITS guys wrote the actual detection side of that book.
Now, in Jacksonville last year at the HITS conference, you gave me a copy of the book, and I read that back on the plane, and I sent you a message right after that. And the message basically was, if you don't read this book, you're really stupid. Because as a head with 15 years of experience, you really kind of shed a light on a lot of things that I'd always been thinking, but I never really put it into words. So it kind of made it really eye-opening for me. As a canine trainer and as a handler, what do you, any kind of advice that you can give a handler that would make them more successful?
Just basically, you got to surround yourself with good people, and I know some of the handlers, they don't have a whole lot of people to go to. So just try to find as many different classes you can go to. Even if it doesn't quite go along your maybe same philosophy or how you feel, any training is good training. Plus, you can also learn something from any. Don't expect them, people even come to my classes, I don't expect them to like everything, because we're showing them a whole bunch of different things. But if they can take some things away from it that they can use, great. Then when they go back to their agency, I would hope and expect them to teach others, even if they're fairly new. Go back and show them what they learned or what we're teaching, so that way they can make other people successful as well.
Okay, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you to maybe ask about hosting a SKIDS class, because it doesn't have to be just one agency, you can have an agency host it and multiple agencies show up.
Yes.
How would they get in contact with you?
My email address, or a lot of people have the web these days, they can go to skids.com, which is SKIDDS.com, or K9TACOps.com. Take you to my website, my phone number, my email, everything's on there.
Well, excellent, Brad. It's always good to see you.
Thanks, Pete.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
No problem.